Okay, folks, this is Brandon from Galaxydoc Market. I wanted to do something a little different today, and I wanted to go more over an educational comparative study of what happens to stocks after a big stock split and its implications on the market conditions and what generally follows, and why do these big stock splits happen. Now, here's the disclaimer. Please pause it and read it. If you agree, please move forward. So I want to take a review of big stock splits and its impact on prices. I don't need to go way back far, but I decided to focus on 2021 to 2022 and the number of stock splits that occurred, and then focus on splits that occurred that are greater than 5-for-1 forward splits. Okay. So when we look at that, basically what we can find is there were a lot of stock splits, right? But look at the big ones. Amazon 24-1 splits occurred in June 2022, and then Alphabet 24-1 split in 2022, right? And then way at the bottom we have the Shopify. Again, here's the ironic thing about all this, right? Notice the dates in which these splits are being announced, and it is in June to July of 2022, kind of coinciding as I make this video. Today is May 23rd, 2024 when I'm making this video, because the Nvidia just reported 10-for-1 stock split, and we're going to go over these. So we're going to focus on, again, Amazon, we're going to focus on Alphabet, and we're going to focus on Palo Alto. Not Palo Alto, I'm sorry, it's Shopify. Okay, we're going to focus on those three earnings because they occurred near the same time, especially when the market was toppy and very bullish. The market sentiment was of that of greed, and everybody was calling for the SPY and QQQ going to the moon. Nobody thought that the markets would come down, and these are symptoms of market euphoria, these large splits. Now, the big outside stock splits occur at or near market tops, and that is a fact. Okay, so the fact is that we've got Nvidia now coming out, the darling of Wall Street. It's AI, it's going to the moon, it can never come down, blah blah blah. But frankly, these type of market splits occur at the top when things are frothy. The second symptoms that you need to look at is, are these splits occurring when the insiders are selling hand over fist? And if you want to look at my previous videos on the Nvidia earnings preview, you may want to see that. But really, big outside stock splits occur at or near market tops. Okay, let me prove to you. Okay. So let's start with Amazon. Amazon reported a stock split. They went 4 stock splits in 2022. The most recent stock split occurred on June 6, 2022 at that time. Okay, so Amazon announces a 24-1 stock split, okay, back in March 11th. Okay, and what followed is that here's the comparative study that we're looking at. All right, it popped on good news, and then it immediately pulled back and then rallied for about 11 days, rising near the market top. And then that announcement just by itself was telling you, yes, the market is euphoric, and market celebrated that, and everybody was happy, it's going to the moon. And then in 11 days, bottom fell out of the market. Then what happens is when they actually execute the 24-1 stock split, that was back in June 6th. This is in March when they announced this. Again, when the split occurred, it basically sold off, and it was pretty significant. Back then, it was about $130. Went down about $27, right? $28. That's a big move, folks. So what's happening here? When the big stocks, the high beta names, the darlings of Wall Street, announces these outsized splits, it means that the market is euphoric and they are selling to you. Okay, and who gets sucked into all this? Who gets the most excited? Not Wall Street, not the insiders. They're selling. It's the retail traders, me and you. Okay, how long are you going to play that game? So let's look at what's happening in terms of the SPY. Okay, the SPY at the time that Amazon reported earnings right here, not earnings, but 24/1 stock split, basically popped and then dropped just like Amazon because Amazon is that part of that market. It rallies for the next couple of weeks and then it starts to sell off. It was telling you market top is near. There are other stocks that basically is going to announce near these times, and usually the biggest ones are going to be announced around this time. And this is how you know. We know that the market has been toppy. We know that there's been stock splits, and we're going to go over that. But let's look at now that we looked at Amazon, how SPY was behaving. And then what happens after the Amazon stock split? It sold off. Okay. Correction is coming before and after. And usually when the stock split in general, the whole take home message is when they announce it, the market top is near. They are going to go through correction. And by the time market split occurs, market has already sold off significantly. If you look at the SPY here, after they reported, yes, we did have a little bit of a rally, but then boom, correction, right? Market sold off, folks. Okay, let's look at Alphabet, Google. Google did a 24/1 split. Okay, and so Google's announcing again another outsized announcement. What happens? The market celebrates this by pumping it up and then they sell to you. This one was immediate, like the day after, okay, kind of. And then we're going to talk about NVIDIA and CMG. That's the most recent one however, I need you to look at this relationship. Stock drops for 16 days after popping higher and down, okay? I mean, so what's happening with the insiders? We know that the insiders are most likely selling here. Who are the people that are buying? Us, retail traders, what the Wall Street calls dumb money. How long are you going to let them make you into dumb money or call you that? Shouldn't you get pissed off about that? So they announced that 24/1 stock split in February 1st, 2022, and it was going to again occur in July 1st, 2022. Keep those dates in mind because this is the stock split season. And in a toppy market, they always occur. They're telling you that the market's probably going to bottom around this late June to July. And when they announced that in February, market was going higher, right? So am I driving home the point? I hope so. Since the announcement, it's gone down to stock split 20/1. When it occurred in July 1st, the market had already corrected it and then it decided to move higher. Okay. What actually occurred? Same thing. Google announced here. Amazon announced right here, right? And so since then, what happened? They announced here and then we bounced up higher. Okay, there's going to be other stock splits that occurred near the top and then it's sold off. By the time Amazon split here and then Google split here, we basically, see right here, the market had already corrected. Okay, who are the bag holders? It's us, the retail. Then Shopify got into the act, and Shopify announces 10-for-1 stock split on April 11th. Folks, April 11th right here. So at this time, after Google and Amazon reported their stock splits and market celebrated, we had already started to correct. We went back up, and Shopify announces 10-for-1 stock split, and we sell off. We go down to here, and then by the time they report stock split, we had gone down from the time that Google and everybody reported a significant amount of correction. I believe we are just getting started at this point. Okay, so that's the relationship we're looking at. So who are the big beta names that have recently announced stock splits? Okay, so I already told you, right? Let's go look at Chipotle. When did Chipotle announce their split? Okay, they reported their split in March 19, 2024. And since then, we've gone higher, have we not? Right? And so CMG reports right here, market goes higher and it's gone higher. Yes, after they reported, we did go down, but then we recovered, right? We are in that last phase of that bounce. I mean, I understand that we are going into the summer months, but this is where the stock splits occurred. This is why we're looking for some form of corrective movement. Okay. Now, so this is Chipotle. I know there's NVIDIA right here, but I decided to save some time doing that. Now, yesterday, May 22nd, 2024, NVIDIA comes out and announces 10 for 1 stock split, and the whole market celebrates, right? They report here, it gaps up higher, and we've been going just basically gangbusters and high. But guess what's happening right now, right? All of that, see that chart distribution right here? It's like a, bearish tail candle that's forming after a gap. These are the insiders and the Congress people I told you that are selling to you. You're the only one celebrating this. These guys are laughing all the way to the bank, folks. All right. What happened to SPY after NVIDIA reported? Oh my gosh. We are beginning to correct, aren't we? Okay. So what are the take-home messages? This is telling you that we are near the top. Okay. That we are going to have one more corrective phase in the marketplace, and it's going to be pretty sharp. So big stock splits happen during market tops and rallies. It's followed by corrections. It's not going to be long. It'll probably be a couple of weeks at the most, okay? And followed by rallies, okay? So there's onrush of stock splits greater than 5 for 1 occurring during rallies and market tops, and that's true. We just showed you an example of CMG and NVIDIA. There are more, okay? They can predict corrections and potential trend reversals, and I believe we are coming into one right now. They are selling to you. NVIDIA and CMG recently announced 10 for 1 and 51 for 1 splits. CMG 50 for 1, folks, all to be executed in June of 2024. Pay attention to that time. That's exactly when it occurs. So since we're hitting all-time highs, I'm not saying that it may or may not happen, but probability suggests that history is going to rhyme. So further looking back at big stock splits, i.e. Amazon during the dot-com craze and the MicroStrategy in 1999, all foretold a severe market correction or moderate corrections when they split. Okay, what comes next? Are you listening? SPY has all-time highs as these extreme stock splits are now happening and being announced. And at the same time, insider selling is at the extreme. Okay, all right. Are we near the top? Yes, we are, folks. Okay. So these are all the signs and symptoms that you should not be celebrating and buying into these stock splits because they're selling to you. Okay. All right. So I hope that was educational. All right. So if you like this video, please subscribe, like us, share us, thumbs up, comments. If you want to inquire about how to work with Galaxydoc Market, inquire to Coach Brandon at protonmail.com. Otherwise, thank you for listening, and let's chase that alpha.